Spider-Man Brand New Day is the upcoming Spider-Man movie and the fourth Spider-Man movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and this is the time where we are getting a lot of different updates about the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day. So basically, first of all, the movie is going to release after Avengers Doomsday and before Avengers Secret Wars, and therefore this movie holds a lot of importance. So here is everything that we know about Spider-Man Brand New Day up until this point. First of all, when the movie is going to release, the movie is slated to release on 31st of July 2026. That means just a couple of months after Avengers Doomsday and almost a year before Avengers Secret Wars. And therefore this movie is also regarded by some people as the movie which will kind of resemble the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was released after Avengers Infinity War and before Avengers Endgame alongside Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel was its own thing. But the interesting thing here is that Ant-Man and the Wasp had one specific thing that they included in that movie, and that specific thing was what made the whole shenanigans that we saw in Avengers Endgame possible. So therefore a lot of people are comparing these two movies, that just like Ant-Man and the Wasp, Spider-Man Brand New Day will also have a very key element that will be very essential for the movie Avengers Secret Wars. But now the question is, and I know this is the most asked question or the most thought of question, that will Peter Parker appear in Avengers Doomsday? And as a long-term childhood Spider-Man fan, I would really love to see Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday, and my gut feeling also says that yeah, he could be in Avengers Doomsday, but there is no guarantee of it because there is literally no information about the involvement of Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday. And the fact that it certainly looks like Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to be a very ground level, street level Spider-Man story, and the whole other thing about the Doomsday and about, you know, Secret Wars is all about that multiversal thing. We are getting to the end of the multiversal phase, and therefore just because that, people don't think that Spider-Man will appear in Avengers Doomsday. But we'll have to talk about this in a different video. First we'll look at what do we know about the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie. First of all, we have a recent rumor. The actress Lisa Zayas, I'm sorry if I butchered her name, she has been cast in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and if you have seen the series The Bear, you definitely would recognize her and you will know that how talented an actor she is. And now after her inclusion in this movie, a lot of speculations are making rounds on the internet that she could play the mother of Miles Morales, and we do know for a fact that they haven't introduced Miles Morales specifically, but they have hinted us in that direction that yeah, Miles Morales does exist in this MCU 616. And the other casting rumor was about Sadie Sink. Yeah, if you have seen Stranger Things, you know her. You definitely know her. Now the thing is, we don't specifically know that which role either of these two characters or either of these two actors are going to play in this movie. Now this was all about new characters, but what about old characters? What about Zendaya's character? What about Jacob's character? Now what happened at the end of the Spider-Man No Way Home movie? We know for a fact that their involvement in the life of Peter Parker, their involvement in the life of Spider-Man is going to be very, very limited until something drastic happens. But now we know that it is going to be highly limited, and therefore we have some rumors along the same lines as well. And the rumors are that Zendaya's character is going to be more in line with the size of her part in Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And Spider-Man Homecoming, it was the first Spider-Man movie that we got in the MCU, and of course that made Zendaya's character a side character. She was not one of the leads, but she was a side character. And yeah, if that's true, it does make sense, and so does it make sense for the character of Jacob, Ned Leeds. And there are speculations that his character's involvement is going to be even smaller than Zendaya's character's involvement, and again it makes total sense. Now let's talk about the villain of this movie. Now there are rumors that there are going to be two villains in this movie. One is going to be a female villain and the other is going to be a male villain, and that male villain has been speculated to be Mr. Negative. Now I haven't read the comics, I haven't played the game, therefore I was quite unaware of this character, but then I went on to research about this character, and there are some details that fascinated me about this character, but more about his involvement in Spider-Man's life, his involvement in where Spider-Man currently is in the MCU. And as I was researching about it, I felt I should actually talk about this specific thing in a different video where we will discuss the villain of this movie. Therefore we are going to discuss about Mr. Negative in a different video. But for now, just understand this, there are speculations, there are rumors that there are going to be two villains. One is going to be a female villain, one is going to be a male villain, and that male villain is is most likely to be Mr. Negative. Then we come down to the last portion, and that is the director of this movie. Now the director of this movie is going to be Justin Daniel Cretton, and he was the director of the movie Shang-Chi. Now this is the last part of this video, and I'm going to connect this last part of this video to the first part of this video, where we discussed about Avengers Doomsday, Secret Wars, and the level of movie Brand New Day is going to be. Now everyone is thinking that it is a multiversal saga, but Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to be a very grounded story. Now I do think that in order for it to be a part of both the worlds, it has to be a grounded story, but at the end of the movie it will span into this whole multiversal element of things. That means say about 60 to 70% or maybe 70% the movie will be grounded. It will be focused on Spider-Man, it will be focused on Peter Parker, his identity, his crisis, his fight against whoever the villain could be, and then perhaps after defeating that villain he will somehow realize that it is connected to the grander scheme of things, because Spider-Man is known to the multiversal world. He knows multiverse exists, and he has interacted with some other variants of his Spider-Man character as well, so he knows what multiverse is capable about, and yeah, he has faced the villains from another universe as well. So therefore at the end of the movie, perhaps in the final 25 to 30% of the movie, he will figure out that what's actually happened, and then somehow this movie gets into the multiversal kind of things, and then sets up Avengers Secret Wars. Now I think that could be the case, but I'm sure it's too early to predict anything about it, because we are really in the very early stage of this movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day. But as we go along, as we read more about this movie, as we get more rumors, more speculations about this movie, we are definitely going to talk about that on this channel. So you better subscribe this channel, because on this channel we primarily talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Stranger Things, and yeah, if you like this content, please subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you so much for watching.